is our first real day in Moscow. We're leaving the hotel. We're going to walk up this street that's right behind the hotel. You have to excuse me because I'm walking with my camera. But these bows with whatever arches with flowers are all over the place. Laurel and Larry, dressed in his Columbus, Ohio finest, is leading the way. We're in fact looking for Cafe Pushkin. It's right up the road, somebody said. But I think the first thing that strikes you is this is a fairly affluent neighborhood. It's got lots of bars, lots of cafes, lots of different kinds of people. And if you look very carefully, you'll see a couple of Russian gangsters on the right side. It's cold, so you'll see blankets and everything else. And this street, you have to excuse my humor here.
And here we have a tourist. Oh, yes, look at that. From Maryland, are you, sir? I see. And is this your trophy wife?
Yeah, this is just surprised. Yeah, I was at least. I was surprised at just the sheer affluence of the thing. You could just see the cafes, and they're already starting to party. These are the blankets you wear at night. You just sit outside and put a blanket on. It's very Russian. Note people to the right. And so we go up this long couple blocks. And the other thing that you're confronted, the horse, of course, is that they're having some kind of fiesta or festival or something.
There's obviously a festival.
Although they said they do this every summer. Summer doesn't last long. And the other thing you're going to see is that there's construction everywhere, and it's how they handle it. It's these fences up here, these cloth fences. Sorry if I give you vertigo. I just thought they handled it so nicely because they've got explanations for just about everything they're doing. Serge talks about this kind of intellectual thing that the Russians have. So there they are. This is another one. And, you know, the traffic is right there. Now, we're looking for Pushkin, and we know it's quote-unquote just around the corner. It could rain. So here we are. Now we have confronted the idea. This is everybody's kind of polite. You notice they don't honk that much. They do roar around a lot. After much discussion, the intellectual group decided that you needed a passageway underneath this street, and Laurel found it, and here we are. Because Laurel is a cosmopolitan, sophisticated lady. She can explain all this stuff to us.
From your $1.50, I can get iced blended coffee. Now I know where to get my coffee.
Well, you have to understand that in New Smyrna Beach, we don't have things like this. And this takes us underneath that busy street that you just saw. We get there, and now comes a very interesting point. We are, in fact, standing right in front of Cafe Pushkin, but it has no sign. You'll see this tonight again. But watch the two ladies in tan come up the stairways. See them? Okay? They're going to be sitting right behind us when we get into the restaurant. And here we are inside the restaurant after walking around and getting lost, and there they are calling on their phones, so chickens. And there's Larry from Columbus. And the beautiful Laurel. And
Oh my goodness.
what we're trying to do
So now do me.
is I'm handing Larry my camera.
You don't do anything. It's on. I know. This one starts. I need to move.
No, you asked why I have a handle. I should have given you instructions.
No, but I need to zoom out.
Yeah, on the handle.
This is the zoom?
Never mind.
No, point to zoom. Oh, here it is. wide. Oh, I got it. Yeah, okay.
Okay, now you like.
That
get your
table
hand
behind
all
us that's
through and-
empty, that was all full of Americans
hand
who've
on
come
the
over to
handle.
St. Petersburg for some kind of meeting. Older folks. Here we are.
He wants you to hold on to it here.
Oh, I see with the handle. Oh, you can use
Then eventually they get around to telling us that we can't do
I don't have
cinematography
one of those. That's
in the
probably a
restaurant.
good idea.
Might find
It is a
some
very good idea.
czar with somebody shouldn't be.
And the red star, the start is this one?
It says, does it say it's recording? Look at the screen.
No, it's not recording yet. It's red. Is it? It's a good idea. You can't do that.
This is when they tell us to turn it off. And now, how about an adventure of going back to the hotel? Everything is under construction, and you just get a feel for it here.
Halfway from Travis, if you go to.
You can see there are some signs, you see that? But Cafe Pushkin being so discreet. Now we're on our way to the hotel, and I just thought this was an experience. It's a little country boy, and there's construction all over the city, especially city center. Now, as you recall, this is Russia, so this is where experimental cinema was born. And now we are going to do our experiment with Kino Eye, the cinematographer shooting himself, cinematically speaking. And we go in and you come out. And I think that's about as much experimenting as I want to do. We're on our way to the hotel. We have a turn or two to make.
At that time, I wanted them to go to Lake Police
And we turned down the street, and the hotel is just down a block or so. But I didn't run the camera until we got there. And so when we get there, we're back on the very same street. Remember, we walked up and so forth. There's this pickup Dixieland band there. I threw whatever it is, rubles in the thing. And if you turn around, those are those lights that had all those pastel colors. Well, they're kind of, past, whatever, washed out, I guess is the term. And so we ended the night just where we began, and it was wonderful. Very cosmopolitan, a real experience. A real experience.